Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell along with the Hall of Famer Mike Vincent, and we are out at the Bay City Western cornfield tonight for a high school football game between the Bay City Western Warriors and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. And Mike, welcome to the program. It's good to see you again.
It is great to be back, Mike. Thanks so much for giving me the call. I love being out here.
Good to have you aboard. We got a good game tonight. It's the homecoming out here at Bay City Western. Talk about the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers, Mike. They're coming in 0-4.
Yeah.
You know, this is the type of team that kind of scares, as you well know, coaches, assistant coaches, and fans. Wounded type animal.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose but a lot to gain.
That's right, and nowhere to go but up, and their best game is somewhere ahead of them. Their defense has given up a whopping 197 points. The offense has scored 70. But again, this is the kind of team that can bite you when you're least expected.
Well, you know, anytime you bring anybody up from Genesee County, you know they're going to have good athletes, big, strong kids with some speed. So, you know, you got to try to just do your discipline, stay within your lanes on defense. And, you know, Western's key to one I think might be just keep their hands on the ball and don't give it over to the Flint Carman team.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Willard is going to have them ready to give it their best on homecoming night. He is great at preparing the team. Western's an interesting team. They started out hot. The offense was lighting up the scoreboard like a pinball machine. Defense was stingy. And then they went 0 for Midland, as you know, rough patch in the last 2 weeks. So they're going to come out spitting nails tonight, I think. Well,
you look at that Midland-Kemet game. That was a 14-10 game. So they played the Midland High team very well. Midland Dow, they played Midland Dow over at the community field over in Midland. Didn't do so well. So they're coming in 2-2. Not playing too bad. Had a good start. But as we all know, a Chris Willard's coach team is going to be tough, hard-nosed, physical. They're going to put a hat on you, and they're going to have a lot of long drives down the field.
Yeah. Whatever Coach Willards has, you know, they're going to give their very best for 9 weeks of the season. They are still very much in the playoff hunt, and that's on the minds of the people of Auburn. Very spirited crowd I saw coming in today, too. Man, those streets were packed.
The parade, as you might be able to hear, is that we can see out from the press box. They're coming in the main entrance of the cornfield. Lots of sirens, lots of fun going on out here. But again, you know, one of the things that I remember coaching for homecoming, you got to try to make sure the kids focus on what their job is tonight, because there's something going on every day, as you well know as a teacher.
Absolutely. That's another thing that's going to keep coaches up at night. Not just a rattlesnake team like Flint Carman-Ainsworth, but homecoming, all of the distractions. You know, Coach Willard's been thinking about that this week.
Yep, I'm sure that's been part of his coaching all week long. So I think we're going to have a good game tonight. So thanks to the Covenant Healthcare for sponsoring our pregame show. Sit back, and we'll be right back. It's Bay City Western hosting Flint Carman-Ainsworth here on Homecoming from the Cornfield.
How's married life? Are you ready to have a baby? Baby, baby. How about that baby? Ooh. I'm not getting any younger.
When you are ready. With the only neonatal intensive care unit in the Great Lakes Bay region, Covenant is the safest place for your delivery. Go to mycovenantbaby.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all Warriors past and present on this homecoming weekend. We have a special person we would like to recognize and honor tonight. If you are familiar with the history of Western High School, you no doubt are familiar with this man. Dick Carman spent most of his adult life in service to Western High School for over 40 years. He was a devoted social studies teacher, a knowledgeable basketball and football coach, and the voice of many Warrior athletic teams. He could be heard announcing games for baseball, football, boys and girls basketball, and the track program. He also was heavily involved in commencement ceremonies at the end of each school year, even after his retirement from teaching in 2009. Bay City Western was extremely important to Mr. Harmon, and Mr. Harmon was extremely important to Bay City Western. Mr. Harmon was passionate about many things. But above all else, his faith, family, and friends were always his biggest priorities. He was unwavering in his commitment to living a life based on a strong religious foundation, and he was a loyal friend to anyone who was lucky enough to get to know him. Mr. Harmon passed away on July 19th, 2025 at the age of 80. His life and legacy will live on with all who knew him, and certainly with all the lives he touched at Western High School. His many contributions over those many years will never be forgotten, and it is fitting that we show our appreciation on this homecoming night to this very special man and his family. We are honored tonight to be joined by some members of his family. Representing the Harmon family are Dick's wife, Bonnie, his daughter, Mary, and two of his grandkids, Isabella and Kenna. Western High School would like to present a heartfelt gift to the Harmon family. We have a golden microphone that symbolizes the hundreds and hundreds of athletic contests that Dick announced over those many years. So many of us can remember that distinct and familiar voice celebrating the achievements of our Western teams. There was one and only one true voice of the Warriors, and it will be missed but never forgotten. Please help show his family our love and gratitude to Dick Harmon and what he meant to so many of us in the Western community with a loud round of applause. Thank you, Bonnie, Mary, Isabella, and Kenna, and thank you to the entire Western community for recognizing Dick Harmon tonight.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell along with the Hall of Fame announcer, Mr. Mike Vincent. Mike, welcome back. We're just a few seconds away from kickoff here, homecoming 2025 at the cornfield.
Thank you again, Mike. I am thrilled to be here, and I'm thrilled that you keep saying that Hall of Famer thing. I'm going to give you $1 every time you say that.
Well,
Thank you.
I'm going to say it a lot more. Kicking off for Bay City Western is number 7, Brooks Knuckle. And on the return is Flint Carman-Ainsworth. The player's up to the 50, he's down to the 40, down to the 35. And he is going to be caught from behind. And he's not going to be caught, but he's finally dragged out of bounds after a big kickoff return for the Flint Carman-Ainsworth, Mike. That's the way to start the football game for Carman-Ainsworth.
My goodness, that's number 24, Caleb Callahan, a sophomore for the Cavaliers. Look at that. We were talking about that rattlesnake effect in the pregame, and my goodness, here we go.
I'll tell you what, we're only 15 seconds into this thing, and it's first and goal to go for Flint Carman-Ainsworth on the Bay City Western 3-yard line. What a great return by that player, number 20. Who was that again, Mike?
That was Caleb Callahan, a sophomore for the Cavaliers.
There you go, Caleb Callahan with a big run. So it's Flint Carman-Ainsworth, quarterback number 10, Jawan Rawls, the senior. He'll be barking out the signals. He's going to hand it off to the deep back. That's number 5. Mikhail Majid, and he's not going to get anywhere, but we've got our first penalty on the first offensive play of the game.
As we mentioned in the pregame, this is an offense that has had their share of troubles in the first 4 weeks. We're halfway through the season. They've scored 70 points so far, but all they need is 4 yards to get 77.
I'll tell you what, it's nice to have about a 75, 80-yard return on the opening kickoff, but we'll wait for the call from the official. There is a penalty at about the 8-yard line, and they still have not given us a signal. I got a gut feeling, Mike, it's going to be against Flint Carman-Ainsworth, and they're going to go back.
Yep. Ineligible receiver, I believe. That'll take it back to the 9-yard line, and still first and goal.
Indication penalty against Cavaliers, illegal substitution.
Oh, illegal substitution. Boy, they're going to make that a 15-yarder.
Yep.
Wow. So it's going to be first and goal from your 3 all the way out to the 18 or 19-yard line for the Cavaliers. Tough break for Carman-Ainsworth. Number 6, the quarterback, Mario Harris, is going to hand off to the deep back. And, boy, those numbers for Flint Carman-Ainsworth, Mike, are going to be very tough to see.
Number 6, Mario Harris Jr. on the quarterback keeper.
Harris, the ball carry. He'll get it down to about the 11-yard line. We'll call it second down and goal for Flint Carman-Ainsworth.
Yep. Quarterback fought to get back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like the Western defense is tightening up already.
Good news, they've got the digital down marker across the way. It's second down and goal to goal for the Cavaliers at the Western 13-yard line after a big return by Carman-Ainsworth.
Kind of going in the wrong direction here.
Marshall Jenkins going to try to throw it in the end zone, and it looks like he got it in. He's into the end zone. It's a Flint Carman-Ainsworth touchdown with 10:37 to go in the game. Boy, what a great pass by Marshall Jenkins.
Yep, threaded the needle to number 11, Trent Weston, another sophomore for the Cavaliers.
Wow, I'll tell you what, Flint Carman-Ainsworth gets off the bus, warms up, and has scored with 10:37 to go here in the first quarter. They're up 6-0 over Bay City Western here on homecoming night at the Cornfield. Wow.
That's right. That's got to be in Coach Willard's head right now. All of these did wonderful distractions. A staple of high school. Knocked away in the end zone.
Extra point, two-point conversion is no good. And with 10:37 to go here in the first quarter, Carman-Ainsworth 6, Bay City Western nothing. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back on Bay County TV.
So your car is getting towed, and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam, or give us a call at 989-684-9607.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell, Mike Vincent, Nick Page handling all the right stuff tonight. Producing, directing, doing all the camera work. Mike, 10:37 to go here in the first quarter, and Flint Carman-Ainsworth comes out with a big return, and they're up 6-0.
A minute and a half in this game, and we got about 1,500 fans just below us with their jaws hanging right down to the bottom of the bleachers.
I think they are a little bit shocked here early in the first quarter on homecoming. A great crowd for a Friday night, beautiful night, little bit of a breeze, northeast breeze, and just really a perfect night for football and for homecoming celebration. Thanks for joining us again. My name is Mike Wisdella, and along Mike Vincent. And here we go. Carman-Ainsworth will kick off, have a little bit of squib pick. Discretion's better part of that valor right there. Just jump on it, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at their own 41-yard line.
Number 5, Waylon Sequin with the good hands for Western. They're going to start with good field position, 42-yard line. Let's see if the offense can play some complimentary football. I know I've been watching Lions, and I know you have. That seems to be the
that's the word of the year right now.
That's right, complimentary football.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. First time they've touched the football tonight on offense. And it's going to be number 10, the running back for Bay City Western, close to a first down. Cam Bettle, the junior, will be the ball carrier. It'll be 2nd down and short for Bay City Western.
Second and a chain link for the Warriors. Nice run by Cam Bedell, junior at Bay City Western.
Quarterback, again, Bryce Sarnowski, another junior. They've got a young squad, Mike, looking at their roster. They've got a lot of juniors and some sophomores, even a freshman on that squad. So the future's bright for Bay City Western.
Yep, in key positions, these juniors too.
Sarnowski barking out the signals. He'll give it to the back that was right to his left. That was number 22, Jason Stevens, and he's met by a host of Cavaliers, and they lost some yardage, make it 3rd down and about 4 for Bay City Western.
Sidney O'Daniel stuffing it up the middle for the Cavaliers.
We've got the band to our left, the Carman-Ainsworth coaches to our right, so we're going to...
And announcer Matt Fallon just above us.
Announcer Matt Fallon, so Third down, and we're going to call it 4 yards for the Warriors. Sarnowski barking out the signals. We'll give it the number 22, and he was stopped short. He's going to be close, but I don't think he made it.
I think he's going to be about a half yard short. That looked like big number 5, Malachi Mahid, with a great stop for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, we've called Malachi's name a couple times already on defense. So it's going to be 4th down and 2 yards for the Warriors at their own 49-yard line. And Coach Chris Willard says, yep, the Lions can do it on 4th down, so can we.
The Lions effect. You see that at every level nowadays, don't you?
Yeah. Sarnowski's going to give it to number 22, and he's going to get the first down and a little bit more after a very tough run and hard tackling by the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
Bruising run for Stevens. That's one of those seniors you mentioned a little earlier. Warriors now into Cavalier territory, 45-yard line and counting.
Nice call by Coach Willard and the offensive staff to go get that first down off that left tackle. Sarnowski gets the play. 8:15 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Carman-Ainsworth 6, Bay City Western 0, but having a nice drive here in the first quarter.
Yep.
Sarnowski barking out the signals one more time. He's going to give it to number 22, Jason Stevens. And a nice run again by 22, Jason Stevens, all the way down inside the 35-yard line at the 34. And that's going to be good enough for a Bay City Western first down.
Offense is looking good. That was a ginormous hole blown open by that Western offensive line.
Offensive line for Bay City Western's done a nice job so far, Mike, here early in the first quarter. Good enough for a first down. We'll call it 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at the Cavalier 34-yard line.
And it's taken on the look of a very long, sustained, powerful, back-breaking drive, which is kind of Coach Willard's style, isn't it?
Sarnowski's going to be barking out the signals again. We're going to give it to number 22, Stevens. And a couple of the linemen did pull on that. He's going to fight for more yards. They're going to be doing a little tush-push. They still haven't blown that whistle, and they're going to take it down inside the 20. What a great run again by Stevens.
Stevens dragged about 4 guys 4 yards on that play. You can tell that guy's been in the weight room, can't you?
Yeah, he's been working the leg machine. And we talked about this in the pregame, Mike. We thought nice, long, sustained drives, keeping the ball out of Carman-Ainsworth hands would be the key for Bay City Western.
Yep, and so far, so good.
1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Carman-Ainsworth 17-yard line. There's a nice open field tackle by number 4, Benjamin Skinner. Wow, that was pretty.
Beautiful defensive back play. Benjamin Skinner, a junior for the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
They lost a couple yards on the play. 2nd down and 12 for Bay City Western right at the Carman-Ainsworth 20-yard line. And we got 6:25 to counting to go here in the first quarter.
Obviously, the strategy being to use the run to set up the pass, but not quite ready for that pass yet.
Skinner, or number 22, Stevens again will get the call. Boy, I like the way he runs, Mike. He runs hard, he runs low, and he delivers some punishment. So another nice game by Stevens, and it's going to make it
looks like
fourth.
About a yard short of the first down marker, 4th and 1.
I think it's 3rd down and 1.
Check that, 3rd and 1, excuse me.
3rd down and 1 to go, and if I'm a betting man, if I'm going to bet the farm, I think I know who this ball is going to.
Yeah, no problem for Stevens so far.
Good run by Stevens. I think he got the first down. Yeah, he got it by a couple yards.
Yep.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at the 6-yard line of the Cavaliers.
One drive into the game, number 22, check that, number 24, for the Warriors, 22, Jason Stevens has 44 yards. How about that for a first quarter?
I'll tell you what, that's a good first quarter for Stevens. He's been the workhorse for the Warriors. They got 2 split out to the wide side of the field. Sarnowski, the quarterback. New back is Larry Bowes for Western. They're going to give it to number 3. That's Bowes. He's going to sidestep a little bit and jitterbug a little bit. He's going to probably gain maybe a yard, a half a yard. It's going to be 1st and goal, the goal for the Warriors at their Cavalier 5.
And wrapped up by number 62, Nick Toynes of the Cavaliers. Cavaliers making a pretty good little goal line stand here. Up 6-0 with 4:40 to go in the first quarter.
Two wideouts to the left. Number 1 is Owen Dominowski, and number 11 is Zay Hardwick. Darnowski still the quarterback. He's going to give it to Bowles. He's going to go to the end zone for a Bay City Western touchdown, and great offensive blocking up front by that big offensive line of Bay City Western.
Offensive line so far the MVP for the Warriors. That was a beautiful looking drive.
Well said, Mike. The big hogs down there doing their job. And number 3, Larry Bowles, the junior running back in for Stephen, did a nice job taking in the end zone. Warriors will kick the extra point with 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Brooks Knuckle, the place kicker, a little bit high. Nickel is going to go down, so keep that in mind, that high snap, and that with 4:25 to go in the first quarter, it's Bay City Western 6 and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 6. We'll be back in a minute right here on BCTV.
You're up. There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell and Mike Vincent along with you here at the cornfield on the beautiful campus of Bay City Western. It's homecoming night, and we got us a dilly of a ball game so far. Bay City Western 6, Carman-Ainsworth 6, 4:25 to go here in the first quarter.
Number 24, Caleb Callahan, deep to receive. I bet he's not going to see the ball on this time around.
Little squib kick right there to the the receiver for Carman-Ainsworth. He's all the way up to the 40, down at the 39-yard line. Number 11, Trent Weston, with another big return for the Cavaliers.
You know, I, of course, haven't seen the Cavaliers. I read a little bit about them this week, of course, and I was wondering what I would see. They have some speed on this team.
Well, and again, we talked in the pregame show, Mike, you know, they're 0-4. They're kind of that wounded animal type, and, you know, they've got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Yep. And at this point in the season, they can play the spoiler for a lot of teams they're playing.
Absolutely. Yep, they are not weighted down by those lofty expectations, nowhere to go but up, and they're a rattlesnake ready to strike.
Jenkins, the quarterback for the Cavaliers. 4:13 to go here in the first quarter. And he's going to look back to pack. He's a southpaw. He's going to try to get outside. He's got some wheels. He's got some room. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds by number 22, Braden Hitz. Now, that's a great name for a football player.
Born to be a linebacker.
Yeah. Hit did the hit over there on the far sidelines, but not before a nice game by the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. And, you know, you got to keep your eye on number 8, Marshall Jenkins. Yeah. He can throw it, but I think we might have a penalty on the far side of the field. We'll have to see what the referee says.
Flag is at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a holding call against Cavaliers.
Looks like the holding call was right at the 40-yard line, so that's going to take it back just inside the 50. So it'll be 1st and 20 for the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. That was a tough break because number 8, Marshall Jenkins, did a nice job looking downfield, didn't like it, and scooted up the middle, but one of his linemen probably got caught holding the Warrior.
Still anybody's ball game, of course, 6-6, but the thing that's jumping out at me already is the Cavaliers seem to have a habit of getting in their own way a little bit.
A little bit. They had a big penalty there in the when they was first in the goal to go at the 3. So it's 1st down and 20 for the Cavaliers at the Western 49-yard line. Jenkins will call out the signals. He's going to drop back the pass. He's going to throw a little bubble screen. And number 73 for the Warriors on the tackle, and that was Jace Minden. But I think they were coaches up here were looking for a face mask and did not get the call.
Looked to me like he got his jersey. We're a long way away.
Yeah. It's hard to tell up here, but we got a great perch up here at the cornfield press box here on the first floor.
I tell you, it really is a nice look here. Beautiful press box. Huge.
Second down and 23 for the Cavaliers at their own 48-yard line. They lost 3 yards on that play. Mike Jenkins going to call. He's going to give it to the running back, and that's number 9, Zantuan Blocker. And he is taken down just over the 50-yard line.
Number 12, Landon Georges on the tackle. Brings up third and about 21, looks like.
We keep calling out kids' names for Bay City Western. We keep calling up juniors and sophomores and stuff. So this young Western Warrior team is really doing a nice job so far tonight. Third down and 20 for the Cavaliers. And try to get something manageable if they can. Maybe go for it on fourth down. Here comes Jenkins. He's going to roll to the near side of the field. He gets it to number 14, Santavian Domes, but he's nowhere near close to a first down. Be fourth down and long for the Cavaliers.
Warriors secondary put a big hit on the receiver. 4th and 15. It'll be interesting to see what the Cavaliers do. Again, midway through the season, nothing to lose, nowhere to go but up.
They'll be kicking into what little wind there is. When we took a walk outside earlier, it was coming across north-northeast, but the wind has definitely died down a little bit. Now Old Glory decides to stand straight out, so it looks like Flint Carman-Ainsworth is, I don't think they're going to go for it. They're just going to take their time and get this kickoff. 5, 4, 3 seconds left on the play clock. I think they're just going to take that penalty, and it's going to stop the clock with 1:43. And they're going to have a delay of game, or, they're going to take the delay of game and go back 5 yards. That's not a bad call.
I guess that gives the punter a little bit more room to pin Western back and give them some challenging field position. Number 4, Ben Skinner, the punter for the Cavaliers. Deep to receive for Bay City Western. Number 6, Cal Plarski.
Number 4, Skinner, will be the kicker for the Cavaliers. A little bit of a high snap. He goes up and gets it. It's kind of a wobbly knuckleball kick. It's going to hit out of bounds probably at the 23, but they're going to move it up a little bit closer. We got a late flag on the play, and I got a gut feeling, Mike. I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. It might be roughing the kicker. Yes.
Yeah, usually that's the area where that flag falls.
We'll have to see what the official, but that came out late. That ball was already dead, and that ball came out. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Bay City Western Warriors, and that will take them to a first down, and that'll give them the ball at the, let's see where the refs are going to mark this.
Wow.
Oh, that's a big one. That's going to take him all the way inside the 15-yard line.
I can't believe that.
No, it's going to be Western. Yeah, it's going to be Western's ball. Dead ball foul. Western's ball, but they got the penalty. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors inside their own 15-yard line. That's the key, was a dead ball foul.
Right.
Where's Jeff Doan when you want him?
Yeah, no kidding.
Jeff doing a boat race tonight. There's number 3, Bose. He's going to go over the right guard and get it all the way out to about the 25-yard line, and another big hole by that offensive line. 1st and 10 for Bay City Western.
Number 4, Ben Skinner on the tackle. Looks like that's Mr. Duwall for the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers, making his presence known in this first quarter.
Again, that offensive line, Mike, for Bay City Western doing a fantastic job.
Boy, they sure are.
Opening up some humongous holes for those running backs.
See if the Cavalier defensive line is up to this challenge. It looks like a lofty one tonight.
Gillis is the ball carrier. He gets it from Sarnowski, and tackled out of bounds by number 2, Keith Perry. But wow, number 0, Jack Gillis, the 12th grade senior, takes it out of bounds at the far sideline. Another first down for Bay City Western. Make it 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 40.
Warriors started at their own 13-yard line. This is looking like another one of those long, sustained drives. That seems to be the game plan for Bay City Western this week.
Right out to the near side of the field. Here comes Bose again. He's got a whole bunch of people in front of him. He's going to cut it outside and get out of bounds. He's going to get out of bounds just on the other side of the 50, and they're going to call it about the 46-yard line. But again, another Bay City Western first down. And boy, I'll tell you, Bose and Stevens, that double-headed monster for Bay City Western, doing a nice job. We got timeout on the field. Carman-Ainsworth, Bay City Western 6, Carman-Ainsworth 6. We'll be back in a tick right here on Bay County TV.
For over 75 years, Frank's Great Outdoors has served as the Great Lakes Bay region's premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor shopping destination. What started in the mid-1940s as a roadside bait and tackle stand has now blossomed into a 30,000 square foot outdoorsman's dream shopping location. Stop by the store located at 1212 North Huron Road in Linwood, or shop online at franksgreatoutdoors.com to find everything you need to get your next outdoor adventure started.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell, Mike Vincent, and Nick Page here with you, and we got a good picture of some of the band members having a little bit of fun on a Friday night here during homecoming.
I like this place. I feel like I'm right in the middle of the hot stuff for the homecoming.
Yeah, you got the band on one side, you got the announcer on up top, so we're getting it all here on a homecoming Friday here at the cornfield. 1st and 10 for Bay City Western. There's Bose again. He's got great vision. He cuts it outside. He's at the 30. He is finally knocked out of bounds by the defensive back, and that's number 16, Samir Randolph. Wow, I'll tell you what, Mike, number 3, Larry Bose, the junior. He's got great feet. He's got great vision. And
yes, a lot of speed. The Western running game looks like they're averaging over 10 yards a carry so far.
Wide outs to the far side, wide outs to the near side. Sarnowski calling out the signals for Bay City Western. Another first down for the Warriors at the Cavalier 24-yard line. There's Bose again. He jump cuts another one, finally brought down at about the 10-yard line. They're going to call it the 11 so they can still get a first down, Mike, at the 1-yard line. But I'll tell you what, this young man Bose, he is very impressive.
He's really jumping out here after 1 quarter in the cornfield.
He has got good vision. He's got good feet. And he is hot right now. And Coach Ward said, we're going to keep feeding you the ball, young man. It's 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at the Cavalier 11-yard line. He got close, but I don't think he got in. He got down right to the 1-yard line of the Cavaliers.
That'll be 1st and goal with about a half yard to go.
And again, that offensive line for Bay City Western doing a great job. And at the end of the first quarter, it's Bay City Western 6 and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 6. We'll be back in a few right here on BCTV. Founded in 1991, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame is dedicated to celebrating and preserving the history of sports in Bay County. From individual awards to entire teams, we strive to induct the best of sportsmanship and outstanding achievement at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels. We also recognize our President Awards winner yearly, which honors an individual who gives their time to benefit the local sports community here in Bay County. As of 2025, the Hall of Fame has inducted 263 individuals, 70 teams, and has awarded $149,000 in scholarships to local student athletes. Join us in November for our annual induction banquet honoring our latest class of Hall of Fame inductees. Visit our website at baycountysportshof.com for banquet tickets, lifetime membership, or donation, and like us on Facebook to keep up to date on all things Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. Welcome back to Bay County TV. We're at the cornfield at Bay City Western. We got us a 6-6 tie at the end of the first quarter. And Mike, would you like to read some of those great sponsors we got for 2025?
Very special thanks to our generous sponsors this year for Bay County TV: Covenant Healthcare, Bay City All Saints Booster Club, Frank's Great Outdoors, Bay County Sports Hall of Fame, Village in Action Towing, Sandlot Sports, official apparel provider of BCTV. Thanks for all you do for Bay County Television.
They really do a great job. Couldn't do it without them. And got a new sponsor on board, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. And If anybody interested, BayCountySportsHOF.com is our website. November 9th is our banquet this year at the Doubletree.
Marcy and I are definitely going to be there this
We got
year.
a new home, too, this year. We have
really?
moved from the Y, and our new home is going to be at the Bay County Historical Museum.
Oh, terrific.
Right next to City Hall. So
321 Washington Avenue.
that's it. You got it, my friend. It's first down and goal to go for the Western Warriors and into the end zone. It's a Bay City Western touchdown. Number 3, Larry Bowes takes it in untouched for a Bay City Western touchdown with 11:56 to go here in the second quarter, excuse me. It's the Warriors 12 and the Cavaliers 6. He's hot. You might as well ride him.
First drive down the field, I thought the Cavaliers had a real problem with number 22, Jason Stevens, and now I can see they have a real problem with number 3, Larry Bowes of the Warriors.
And for the extra point is Brooks Knuckle, the sophomore wide receiver, kicker, defensive back. He's got a good foot. He put it, had a high snap on the first one, and now we got a penalty flag on the far side of the field, and it will be an offside penalty against the Cavaliers of Carman-Ainsworth. So let's see what Coach Willards wants to do here. If he wants to,
Go ahead. From the 1.5 yard line, and of course, again, the central running game averaging over 10 yards a carry here. I don't see why you don't go for 2.
Coach Willards has made the decision, so it looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion with 11:56 just underway here on homecoming night at the Bay City Western campus. Beautiful night, homecoming night, Friday night, fun. Warriors up 12-6. Looks like number 4, Dawson Lavender, is the quarterback, and he hands it off.
That's Stevens into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Stevens goes into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, making the score Bay City Western 14 and Flint Carman-Ainsworth 6. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back here on Bay County TV.
Are you ready to gear up and stand out? Look no further than Sandlot, your local source for team uniforms, sports spirit wear, and more. Gear up with confidence. We've got your team covered from head to toe, ensuring you stand out on and off the field. And that's not all. Unleash your team spirit with custom spirit wear that roars success. Wait, it gets better. Introducing our free fundraising online stores. Effortlessly raise funds for your team while showing your pride. Customize your fundraising to reach your team goals. Get started online at sandlotsports301.com or at any one of our 3 convenient Great Lakes Bay locations. Sandlot, where quality, community, and apparel collide. Your team, our passion.
Welcome back to the cornfield. It's the Bay City Western Warriors 14, Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 6 here in a Saginaw Valley League contest. And boy, I'll tell you what, the Warriors have gotten the ball the last 2 times, Mike, and they have done a great job putting it in the end zone.
Running game looks unstoppable so far for the Warriors, thanks to that massive offensive line.
Offensive line has been special for Bay City Western. Brooks Knuckle ready to kick off. He's going to high end over end. He'll be taken by the Cavaliers at about the 12-yard line. And
boy, that's Callahan.
Callahan's going to get out to the 50. He's out to the 40. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30. Still on his feet. Still on his feet. And he's going to go all the way into the end zone. It's a Flint Carman-Ainsworth
holy moly
touchdown on the kick return. Don't see any penalty flags down. Holy smokes, it's the Carman-Ainsworth special teams that is doing a fantastic job for the Cavaliers.
Number 24, Caleb Callahan, has about 152 all-purpose yards, and they're on 2 returns.
Wow, he had broke about 3 or 4 tackles. I thought I had him out there by the 30. He broke that one, got inside the 20, and broke another one, took it all the way into the end zone. That was about an 86-yard return for the Cavaliers.
And just like that, we're on the verge of a tie game.
Wow. 14-12 with 11:42. We haven't had too many ticks off the clock so far here in the second quarter. We got an official's timeout. And no, it's going to be a Bay City Western timeout. We'll take timeout also with the score. Bay City Western 14, Carman-Ainsworth 12. We'll be back in a few right here on BCTV.
Your heart drives us to be on the forefront of next-generation heart treatments, from minimally invasive valve replacements to advanced procedures for AFib. Choose the most preferred health system for heart. Choose Covenant Healthcare.
Welcome back. It's 14-12. Bay City Western up 2. Carman-Ainsworth is about ready to try the 2-point conversion after an 86-yard kickoff return. And Jenkins puts it into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. And with 11:42 to go here in the second quarter, we got us a tie ball game, Mike. We're going to keep it right here. And wow, Flint Carman-Ainsworth special teams kick receiving team is very, very good, and it put on quite a show tonight for tonight's game.
And the question in the minds of about 1,500 spectators just below us is, how are these guys 0-4?
You're exactly right. When you can do that on special teams, it's been impressive. They have had 2 or 3 long kickoff returns for great field position, and we got us a 14-14 ball game here at the cornfield on homecoming night out here at Bay City Western.
My goodness. Has the makings of kind of a classic here. We'll see if Western can wake up. I think they've shaken off all the homecoming fun, and they know they're in a battle right now.
Yep, the Warriors will be receiving the kickoff. We haven't had that much time go here in the second quarter, and the Cavaliers have put on an impressive showing on their kick receiving team.
Yeah.
And we've got the coaches right next to us for Flint Carman-Ainsworth, and they're very happy with the way things are going for the white and blue Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
Yep. And if you're just joining us, if you've scrolled up to the second quarter so far, 14-14, special teams for Flint Carman-Ainsworth looks unstoppable, and the Bay City Western running game looks unstoppable. Whoever gets the ball last, right?
It could be one of those games. 17, Tyrell Gordon with kickoff. It's going to be picked up by Bay City Western, and they're going to come away with good field position. Still on his feet with good second, third, and fourth efforts, but we've got a late flag here from the referee on the near sideline. The line judge threw his flag, but he picked it up really quick. I'm not sure what's going to happen. You know what? I think it's going to be a sideline
warning. Yeah. Yep, sideline warning. Warriors will start at their own 45-yard line. 11:32 to go in the second quarter, and this is one of those games right now. I have no idea what the fourth quarter is going to look like.
This could be fun for the rest of the game. And this second quarter has taken longer than the first quarter itself, and we're at 11:32 with the Carman-Ainsworth tying the game up. 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at the Carman-Ainsworth 44. Boy, they got the tight bunch package right there. That goes to Jenkins. He's going to take it off right tackle, and he is brought down close to a first down.
Yep. Number 22, Jason Stevens, the ball carrier.
Excuse me.
Yep, another 8 yards to the Warrior running game.
Well, that kid runs very, very, very hard in between the tackles. They got the thunder and lightning. When Bowes gets it, he gets outside, and nobody going to catch him. It's 2nd down and 2 for the Bay City Westerns in Cavalier territory. Again, another close, tight formation. And that goes to number 22, Jason Stevens again. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down all the way down close to the 25-yard line.
19-yard gain for Stevens.
Nice run by Stevens.
This is the Bay City Western version of the Sonic and Knuckle guys in Detroit Sunday.
Yes, you're exactly right. In that quarterback for the Bay City Westerns right now, looks like it's number 4, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like Dawson Lavender is the new quarterback for the Warriors.
Huh.
He's going to hand off to Stevens again, and he's going to go over right tackle. Wow. Look at that jump cut. He's got some room. He's at the 10. He's at the 5.
No doubt about it.
He's into the end zone. It's a Bay City Western touchdown for number 22, Jason Stevens. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, Mike, he started over the right guard and then jump cut back to the left side, came to the near side of the field for a 23-yard touchdown with 10-12 to go here in the second quarter. Bay City Western 20 and Carman-Ainsworth 14.
Wow.
If you were expecting a defensive battle, I think this is not going to be the game
We're
tonight.
We're going to have a pinball score at the end.
Nice run by Stevens, the senior running back. Coming into the game for Bay City Western, 2-point conversion is number 3, Larry Bowes.
Stevens already with 92 yards in this first half.
Lavender is going to try for the 2-point conversion. We'll wait it, and they did get the 2-point conversion. And with 10-12 to go here in the first half, it's Bay City Western 22 and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 14. We'll be back in a minute right here on Bay County TV.
Village Towing and Auto Repair of Caucaulin and Bay City is here to help you in your hour of need with fast and friendly service. With over 30 years of towing experience, we know how to get the job done quickly and safely. From big to small, we do it all. Give us a call at 989-684-9607 for all your towing needs.
Welcome back to Bay City Western. Mike Wisdella along with, gotta say it, Hall of Fame announcer Mike Vincent and Nick Page directing, producing, doing all the camera work, pushing all the right buttons, as my buddy Jeff Doan likes to say. We got us a 22-14 game. Mike, it's been a tale of two teams. The offense for Bay City Western, special teams for the Cavaliers have been pretty good.
I was just telling you when we were on break there, I got to believe there's going to be squib kicks for the rest of the night, and there we go.
Squib kick is taken by number 2 for the Cavaliers. That's Keith Perry. He's still on his feet, fighting for a few extra yards. Finally brought down at the 40-yard line of the Cavaliers.
Number 2, Braden Hitz, it looked like, with that special teams tackle, held on for dear life. Cavaliers will start at their own 42-yard line. Mike, you mentioned the Hall of Fame a few times. I don't think I ever got to tell you this since this past November, but I want to thank you for all you do for that great organization. It's a wonderful community event. I can't wait to come back.
Yeah, it is a fun event, and it's hard to believe, Mike, this is my 20th year on the board. So wow. I don't know where those 20 years went, but we're still having a lot of fun.
Goes by in about 5 minutes.
It sure does. First and 10 for the Cavaliers from their own 40-yard line. Jenkins will hand off to the deep back. He's going to be brought out of bounds by Jack Gillis. Nope, the clock will keep running. Good gain on first down for the Cavaliers. Give them 4, call it 2nd down and 6 for Flint Carman-Ainsworth.
Number 11, Zay Hardwick, stuck his nose in there. Disrupted the play. Looks like, again, about 2nd and 5 for the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
I like this Jenkins
Excuse me,
kid.
2nd and 7.
Sorry. I like this Jenkins kids for Flint Carman-Ainsworth, their quarterback's got a lot of moxie about him and does a nice job leading this squad. 2nd down and 7, they'll call it, for the Cavaliers. Here comes number 11, and that is, was that number 11?
Yep, Trent Weston for the Cavaliers, well contained by the Warriors defense.
These 65-year-old eyes sometimes just don't see very well, but a nice run. Lost a little bit of yardage there, Mike, so we're going to call it 3rd down, and I think they're going to call it 9 for the Cavaliers at their own 43-yard line.
Number 10, Juan Rawls set the edge there well for the Western Warriors.
Big defensive play right here for Bay City Western. They get this stop, and it's 4th and long, and the Cavaliers would have to probably most likely punt. They would come away with good field position.
Yeah. And again, the Cavaliers have not come close to stopping them with their defense yet.
Well, Jenkins with a nice pass to number 5. That looked like Malachi Majid for the Cavaliers. That was like a little tip drill to himself right there.
Sure was. Hauled it in, picked up about 13, and a Cavalier 1st down. Tackle made by number 2, Braden Hitz. Again, that's candidate for the football name of the year in my book.
I like that name too. Yeah. Jenkins with a nice pass, and Malachi Majid did a really nice job catching that football and yards after catch. A little bit of yak for that young man. Yeah. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the Western 43-yard line. Jenkins handed off to the lone back again for the Cavaliers. Looked like number 5.
Dive up the middle, good for about 5 yards. Tackle made by a tribe of Warriors.
Anytime you can get 5 yards on first down, that kind of opens up that playbook. So you can go from page 10 maybe down to page 78 here on second down. And they're going to give them 6, 2nd down and 4 for the Cavaliers at the Western 37. Nice little drive right here going by the Cavaliers.
7:36 to go in this first half, and it looks very clear that the Cavaliers are extremely interested in winning this game.
Jenkins going to hand off to the deep back. He's going to gain about 3 or 4. It'll take him right down to the 35-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for Flint Carman-Ainsworth. Definitely 4-down territory, no doubt about it.
Absolutely.
For Carman-Ainsworth. And again, time off, doing a nice job, taking some time off the clock. A nice methodical drive right here by the Cavaliers.
Keeping the ball out of the hands of the Western offense. That tackle made by number 10, Cam Bedell of the Warriors.
6:45 and counting to go here in the first half. Jenkins, the quarterback for Cavaliers, he's going to hand it off to number 9, Zantuan Blocker.
Down the sideline.
Zantuan's going all the way down the far side. He's into the end zone.
How about this?
For another Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavalier touchdown. And that young man goes 35 yards down the far sideline. And Blocker with another touchdown for the Cavaliers.
I'm becoming convinced these Cavaliers are not going to go away tonight. This is going to get very interesting for the Warriors.
It's like one of those gnats in your face that just buzzes around you. It's just not going away. And a good game plan tonight by the Cavaliers. 22-20 with 6:32 to go here in the first half. 2-point conversion coming up for the Cavaliers. And we're going to have a late substitution for Carman-Ainsworth. Jenkins, the quarterback. Looks like Malachi Majid is the lone setback. No, that's number 9, Zantuan Blocker. But Jenkins is not going to go into the end zone. Big hit by number 71 for
Carson Adamczyk for the Warriors.
Wow, what a nice hit. Stops him from the 2-point conversion. And it was 6:32 to go here in the second quarter. We got us a ball game. Bay City Western 22. The Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. We'll be back in 60 right here on Bay County TV.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. This is Mike Wisdell along with Mike Vincent and Nick Page on the camera, doing all the dirty work to my right, to our right. And we got us a great football game tonight here at Bay City Western. They're up 22-20 with 6:32 to go here in the first half. A little bit of a squib kick to the Warriors. That's taken by number 2, Braden Hitz. And he is brought down just about the 33-yard line of the Cavaliers. Again, Bay City Western coming away with great field position.
Yep. Let's see if the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers can find something they haven't found yet with 6:23 to go in this first half.
Well, you look at this game so far, it's been special teams, Mike, for the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. The offense for Bay City Western, they got that two-headed monster, number 22, the senior running back Jason Stevens, and the junior Larry Bowes doing a great job, along with that really, really good offensive line of Bay City Western.
So far, the offensive line is doing anything and everything it wants to do.
Looks like it's Number 4, the quarterback for Dawson Lavender for Bay City Western on the handoff to Bose. He gets actually lost a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 11 for Bay City Western. Good job by the defensive line of the Cavaliers at the point of attack.
Yes, it was. That was number 12, Amir Gray, on the initial hit for the Cavaliers.
Into the game, Cam Beto, and number 28 for the Warriors, Alex Davenport. 2nd down and 11. 5:50 and counting to go here in the first half. Bay City Western up 2 over the Cavaliers.
You know, one of the things I've always found fascinating about high school football, Mike, I found this as an adult. How close, well, I better hold on a second here. Look at this. There's Bose off and running again.
New quarterback Bryce Sarnowski back in the game, and number 3, Bose, gets outside and gets to the far sideline. He's finally knocked out of bounds at about the 50-yard line, not before he picked up a Bay City Western first down. But again, you know, you've got this Bose and number 22 Stevens combination, and you know, they both can run between the tackles, but they're not afraid to get outside and put it in an extra gear.
Yep. The toughness to get the 3 when you need it, and the blazing speed to get a big
point
play if you need it.
Sarnowski, you're going to hand off to Bose again. Good downfield blocking by the wide receiver by number 10 for the Warriors, Cam Bedell. Really did a nice job holding his block. Not a pancake, Mike, but he was just keeping his defender busy, and Bose did a nice job reading that block and picked up 7. We'll call it 6 for a gain of for 2nd down and 4, excuse me.
So the point I wanted to make about what's fascinating about high school football is how close an 0-4 team is to a 4-0 team. There's just a few things here and there, and all of these teams have the ability to find something they didn't find before and jump 2 levels.
That margin is not very far apart. That's number 0, Jack Gillis, the senior. He gets racked right in front of us here in the press box. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 for Bay City Western. Looks like we have a player down for Carman-Ainsworth. We'll keep it right here, see what's going on. That looks like it's number
6.
Number 6.
6, Mario Harris.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back to the cornfield in a few minutes right here on Bay County TV.
For over 75 years, Frank's Great Outdoors has served as the Great Lakes Bay region's premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor shopping destination. What started in the mid-1940s as a roadside bait and tackle stand has now blossomed into a 30,000 square foot outdoorsman's dream shopping location. Stop by the store located at 1212 North Huron Road in Linwood, or shop online at franksgreatoutdoors.com to find everything you need to get your next outdoor adventure started.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Good news for the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. Number 6, Mario Harris Jr., the junior for Flint Carman-Ainsworth, walked off under his own power. That is good news for that young man and that football team.
Yes, it was. You saw the trainer taking a look at him, and you immediately said it looks like a knee concern, but it looks like it was a minor injury.
3rd down and short for Bay City Western at the 41-yard line of Carman-Ainsworth. And there's number 3, Bose. He's at the 30, down to 25. And he is finally tripped up at about the 11-yard line by number 11, Trent Weston. That was a touchdown-saving tackle right there by Trent Weston.
Shoestring tackle for the Cavaliers. And again, Bose is running wild in this first half for the Bay City Western Warriors.
Boy, he has got some nice holes opened up by that offensive line. You take a look at number 68 for the tackle, Jackson Robert. That is a big drink of water, the left tackle for Bay City Western. Zarnowski back as the quarterback. Stevens, a running back. He gets the football. He's going to cut it off the right guard, take it inside the 5-yard line. They can still get a first down at the 1-yard line, but Stevens with a very, very nice run down to the 4. 2nd down and 3 for a first down, 4 for a touchdown.
Western Warriors running game still basically unstopped so far with just 3 minutes to go in this first half.
It really has been impressive to watch those kids run the football. They have done a fantastic job. Both of them have great feet, great vision.
Yeah. No need to put the ball in the air anytime soon for Bay City Western.
Little ground chuck for Coach Willerts in the Warriors. Steven's going to get it again. He's going to jump to the left, and he is going to be close, but he did not
down
get
to
in.
the goal line.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he didn't miss it by much, but that'll stop the clock because they'll have to redo the down marker. It's first and goal to goal for the Warriors at the Cavalier. We're going to call it the half-yard line.
That is about as close as you can get to the goal line without touching it right there.
There's just a couple blades of grass between the goal line and the football. 2:38 and counting to go here in the first half. Bay City Western knocking on the door. 18 seconds to go on the playing clock. 22-20. Bay City Western with the lead. Sarnowski's going to give it to Bowes, and Bowes going to take it into the end zone. It's a Bay City Western touchdown. And again, great blocking up front. Huge hole for Bowes. And that makes the score with 2:21 to go here in the first half. Bay City Western 28 and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. Wow, that was a nice drive.
Yes, it was. That's 4 drives, 4 touchdowns, and about to be 29 points on the board.
Brooks Knuckle, the sophomore place kicker for Bay City Western, with the extra point, the snap, the hold, and the hold was a little bit low and bobbled. The kick is no good. 2:21 to go here in the first half. It's Bay City Western 28 and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. We'll be back in a bit right here on BCTV.
Your husband is having a heart attack. The ambulance crew asks,
Which hospital?
before you answer, consider this. Covenant Healthcare is the region's most preferred hospital for both emergency and heart care. With an expert team of board-certified cardiologists and the Great Lakes Bay region's first and largest structural heart disease program.
Take us to Covenant.
Good answer.
Welcome back to the cornfield here on Bay County TV. Mike Wisdella, Mike Vincent, and Nick Page enjoying a great football game so far. It has been a lot of fun on homecoming night here at the cornfield, and Knuckle will do a little squib kick. Ooh, boy, the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
Just barely maintain possession.
Number 62, Mike.
Yep, number 62 is Nick Toynes, hustled for the loose ball.
Nice job by Nick. You know, you just got to get on that thing. That thing just takes so many goofy bounces. You just never know what it's going to do. But
yes,
good job by the Toynes to get that job. And you can see, as you said earlier, no more of those long kickoffs for Bay City Western, the way that kick receiving team has been working.
And the trade-off, of course, is that the Cavaliers are going to have good field position for the rest of the night.
They're going to start at their own 42-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers. They're down 8 with 2:16 to go here in the first half, and unfortunately, boy, this is what you do not want to delay a game. It's going to take them back 5 yards.
And the offense has got to have a sense, the Cavaliers offense has got to have a sense that they need to keep scoring until the Ainsworth defense can perhaps find a way to stop that running game.
Jenkins is still the quarterback for the Cavaliers. He's going to hand it off to number 5, and that is Malachi Majid. Got 2 penalty flags down on the field, one from the referee and one from the umpire. And I think we're going to have a hold against the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
Early indication is holding.
other than these, it's kind of been a penalty-free game. I think it's been clean, a lot of hard hitting going on, a lot of interesting things. And Coach Ward says, you know what? It's 1st and 15. We're going to make it 2nd and 15. We're not going to take that penalty.
Interesting.
And you know what? I kind of agree with him. 2nd and 15. Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah, I think that was a good choice by Coach Woolwich and his staff.
Looking forward to getting the offense the ball one more time, possibly before the end of this first half. I think Coach Willard's is going to breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief if he can get 2 scores ahead of this team.
Jenkins going to do a little bit of a flea flicker. He's going to go out and try to block somebody. And great defense over on the far side of the field by Bay City Western. Boy, Mike, there was a snap, a flip, a handoff, and Bay City Western, great discipline over there, staying in their lanes.
I was just going to say the same thing. That was number 0, Jack Gillis, with a fine open field tackle.
Jack's had a nice football game tonight for Bay City Western.
3 tackles so far in this first half for Gillis.
We're going to call it 3rd down and 11 for the Cavaliers right at their own 40-yard line. We're
kind of a key play here for the Western defense.
Yes. You know, they got some timeouts left, too, so they get this ball back. They will be very happy.
Absolutely.
Jenkins going to go across the middle. It's intercepted by the Warriors and taken down right at the Cavalier 46-yard line. That's number
5, Waylon Sequin on the interception for the Warriors.
Boy, Waylon was like a spy right there, Mike. He was watching the quarterback's eyes the whole time. He just stepped right in front of the receiver. And a big turnover for the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. And here comes Sarnowski with plenty of time to go here in the first half. 1:17, and they have some timeouts left, so that's an eternity.
Of all the exciting plays we've seen so far in this first half, that might be the key play of this first half.
1st and 10 for the Warriors inside Cavalier territory at the 47-yard line. And they're going to hand it off to number 22, Jason Stevens. He's going to jitterbug, twist, turn, still running all the way down to the 35-yard line. The workhorse, number 22, Jason Stevens, taking it all the way down to the 22-yard line, dragging white jerseys with him.
Add 22 more yards to Stevens' total.
Wow.
He's got 110 yards in this first half.
Wow.
2 touchdowns for the Warriors.
Bose come in to replace Stevens. He's going to get the ball now. He's got some big fellas out in front of him. Bose cuts in behind number 66, Joe Rivet. Boy, there's a name that's been out here at Bay City Western for forever. And Joe Rivet leading the way, one of the pulling linemen for the Warriors. I think I might know his dad and his uncle. They were all big fellas out here at Bay City Western.
Rivet family. I remember there were some wrestlers back in the day.
Yeah. These. We got a timeout on the field with 44 ticks to go. We'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back on BCTV.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. It's 1st and 10 for the Bay City Western Warriors. Bose with the football. He's holding on to the guard, number 66. Rivet again leading the way. That's old school football right there, Mr. Vincent. Right
stuff, wasn't it? Yep.
That looked like Paul Horning hanging on to his guard. Good gain on the play. Clock still running. 25 ticks to go. They're going to give it to Bose. He's going to try to cut it outside. He is brought down by number 12 and number 14 for the Cavaliers, Amir Gray and Santavian Dones, and there's timeout on the field. 18.6 ticks to go here in the second quarter. We're going to keep it right here, Mike.
Okay.
And again, that two-headed monster, Bose and Steven, has done a fantastic job for Bay City Western.
Those 2 running backs have some stories that they can tell to their grandkids about the homecoming this year, 2025. Both running backs over 100 yards already.
3rd down and 2 for Bay City Western. I think Bay City Western, if I'm not mistaken, has 1 timeout left. Let's look at the scoreboard.
That is correct.
They have 0 timeouts left. Yep, they have 0 timeouts according to the scoreboard down here in the north end zone. So 18.6 ticks to go. 3rd down and 2. They can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. That would stop the clock, but without timeouts, they're going to probably have to put the ball in the air. And we'll see what Coach Willards has on his mind. Boza's in the backfield. Sarnowski, the quarterback. He's going to roll out here to the...
Oh, had him. Oh! Pass intended for number 80. Number 80 for the Warriors, and we don't have an 80 on the roster.
The good thing about that with the incomplete pass, Mike, Mike, it stops the clock with 14 seconds. And Carman-Ainsworth calls the timeout. We'll take one also. We'll be back in a bit right here on Bay County TV. Founded in 1991, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame is dedicated to celebrating and preserving the history of sports in Bay County. From individual awards to entire teams, we strive to induct the best of sportsmanship and outstanding achievement at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels. We also recognize our President Awards winner yearly, which honors an individual who gives their time to benefit the local sports community here in Bay County. As of 2025, the Hall of Fame has inducted 263 individuals, 70 teams, and has awarded $149,000 in scholarships to local student athletes. Join us in November for our annual induction banquet honoring our latest class of Hall of Fame inductees. Visit our website at baycountysportshof.com for banquet tickets, lifetime membership, or donation, and like us on Facebook to keep up to date on all things Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. 14 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Knuckle back. He's going to try to kick a 18-yard field goal. The kick is up. The kick is
good, but we have a flag on the play.
Look good, but there's a flag on the play offsides against Carman-Ainsworth.
My goodness.
Now here's where you earn your money as a head football coach.
Absolutely. Makes for a very interesting decision for Coach Willards.
Let's see what
they're going to have the ball. Excuse me. They're going to have the ball inside the 5-yard line with that very powerful running game that hasn't been stopped yet. 14 seconds on the clock.
Let's see what Coach Willard does. It does look like he might be going for it on 1st and goal to go from the 4 with no timeouts left. Now again, passing the ball is probably the way to go. Incomplete pass stops the clock. So let's see what Coach Willards has. And number 8, Bryce Sarnowski, the junior quarterback, in the ball games, along with number 22, Jason Stevens.
Got it.
Sarnowski found number 10 in the corner of the end zone right by the pylon. Number 10, Cam Bedell. And it is a Bay City Western touchdown with 9.1 ticks to go.
Now, Mike, I'm going to go out on the limb here and say that actually wasn't intended for Bedell. That pass was intended for number 0, Jack Gillis.
Okay. I did not see Gillis
in the zone, and Bedell caught it.
I did not see Gillis because of the stanchion here in front of me, but a nice play by Coach Willards with 9.1 ticks to go in the first half. Bay City Western 34, Flint Carman-Ainsworth 20. Knuckle in for the extra point. The extra point is up, and it is good. 9 seconds to go. 35 for Bay City Western, 20 for Flint Carman-Ainsworth. We'll be back in a few right here on Bay County TV.
High school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Back here at the cornfield, Knuckles going to do another squib kick, and it's a loose ball on the field. It looks like it's been picked up by the Warriors, but I think the referee is going to say that the ball was Cavalier player was down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 49-yard line.
Yep. Number 10, Juan Rolls, hung on to it just long enough to maintain possession. Now, what do you think the Cavaliers do here? Are they gonna toss one up there and take their chances? Are they going to take a knee with 6 seconds to go in this exciting first half?
I think with Jenkins rolling out to the left, maybe just roll out and kind of throw it down to the field. If you don't like what you see, just throw it out of bounds. But, with 6 seconds to go, that's why we're sitting up there and the coaches are down there. We've been second guessed for so long, it's not even funny.
That's right. And again, Warriors are 2 scores up on the Cavaliers right now, and 2 scores is a huge thing in a shootout like this.
Chris Willards is pleading his case to the referee, but the referee has said, yep, that was a good play. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 49-yard line. Warriors are going to rush 3 and got everybody else.
Yep.
Nobody with a white uniform should be deeper than anybody in a brown uniform, and there's a little bubble screen right there to number 16. That's Samir Randolph, but that'll run out the first half. And at the end of the first half, it's the Bay City Western Warriors 35 and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. We'll be back with the halftime report and the second half from the cornfield right here on Bay County TV. Founded in 1991, the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame is dedicated to celebrating and preserving the history of sports in Bay County. From individual awards to entire teams, we strive to induct the best of sportsmanship and outstanding achievement at the high school, collegiate, and professional levels. We also recognize our President Awards winner yearly, which honors an individual who gives their time to benefit the local sports community here in Bay County. As of 2025, the Hall of Fame has inducted 263 individuals, 70 teams, and has awarded $149,000 in scholarships to local student athletes. Join us in November for our annual induction banquet honoring our latest class of Hall of Fame inductees. Visit our website at baycountysportshof.com for banquet tickets, lifetime membership, or donation, and like us on Facebook to keep up to date on all things Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. Hi again, everybody, and welcome to the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame halftime show here at Bay City Western. Bay City Western is up homecoming night 35-20 here at halftime, and Mike, we have seen, we're going to start with Flint Carman-Ainsworth. Their kick receiving team is something special.
They sure are. They have a lot of speed on that team, and they are using it all tonight.
They have had 2 or 3 big returns to put them in great field position to get them that 20 points. The speed on that team has been really, really the difference for Carman-Ainsworth. And as we saw, Coach Willard said, we had enough of that. After those long kicks, all he's doing is squib kicking all his kickoffs after that.
And I wanted to mention in the pregame, I was kind of worried about the Carman-Ainsworth offense, who had only scored 70 points over 4 weeks, but they look like they're finding some answers this week.
Yeah, they got great quarterbacks, and Jenkins and Majid in that running back has done a fantastic job for Carman-Ainsworth. But now let's turn our attention to the Bay City Western Warriors. We got to talk about that two-headed monster, number 22, Stevens, Jason Stevens, and number 3, Larry Bowes. I'll tell you, they have put on a show here in the first half.
And I've got some video game numbers to give you. How about Larry Bowes with 3 touchdowns and 102 yards in this first half? Jason Stevens with 2 touchdowns and 116 yards for the Warriors, and we still got a half to play.
Boy, I'll tell you, that is a really, really nice job by those young men. Really good feet, good vision by those 2 running backs. Coach Willards and his offensive staff, in my opinion, have called a really, really nice game tonight. And I'm not sure if they even threw the ball so far tonight here in the first half.
They did make a couple of attempts, I think, just to show that they had a passing game, but there really hasn't been any need for it yet.
Just at the end of the second quarter, they had that pass for the touchdown. But overall, we got to give some love to the big fellas up front. That offensive line for Bay City Western has done a fantastic job opening up holes for those two great running backs.
Number 65, Ben Dowd. Number 66, Joe Rivet. Number 71, Carson Adamczyk. And number 73, Jace Winden, chewing up cement and spitting out sidewalks today.
Well, I don't think I've ever heard that one. That's a good one. Can I use that sometime?
Absolutely.
I'll tell you, that was a good saying. But you're right. You know, those guys, you don't see what they do in the headlines, but they have done a fantastic job leading this offense. Sarnowski has done a nice job at quarterback. And I think the balance of the run game inside, outside has been really, really good for Bay City Western.
Absolutely. 35-20, we have a whole half to play. We have a homecoming night. We have memories that are going to last decades or more. And this is going to be a fun one. I see these guys on the field remembering this game for a long, long time.
Homecoming is a special night, and they're introducing the homecoming court right now. We'll try to find out who the king and queen will be. But we got us a good football game here, a good Valley game between two pretty good teams. Carman-Ainsworth kind of surprised us a little bit with their special teams, but Bay City Western did not surprise us with the way they could run that football.
Absolutely.
And that's the end of our halftime report, sponsored by the Bay County Sports Hall of Fame. We'll be back with the second half right here on BCTV.
It's another fall Friday night, and your kids should be
playing high school football.
It's a fun game, and it's safer than ever.
It's safe because the rules, the coaching, and the equipment are better than ever before.
As a result, serious injuries are at an all-time low. Seriously.
And builds
strong schools, lifetime memories, and tomorrow's community leaders.
And it's mother approved.
It's a great game, and we want to teach it to your kids.
Welcome back, everybody, to the cornfield here at Bay City Western. The halftime festivities are over, and it was very exciting. We got the name of the king and queen, and we will let you know who those that young man and young lady were, and it was a lot of fun, but we're ready to go here in the third quarter. Kicking off is number 17, Tyrell Gordon for the Cavaliers, and he's going to kick it to number 2, Braden Hitz of Bay City Western. And it looked like it might have been a fumble down there, Mike, but they're fighting. They're still scrumming for it, and we'll see what happens. It looks like Bay City Western will keep possession of the football.
Yep, we do have a signal from the referee. It is Bay City Western football.
Bay City Western will have first possession here in the second half. They'll be at their own 35-yard line.
And an important first possession for both teams. If if Western goes up 3 scores, Cavaliers have a big problem.
Very good point. First and 10 for the Warriors. They're going to give it to Stevens. He's going to cut back against the grain.
It's like a face mask.
And here comes.
Yep.
Let's see, those flags went 10. Those flags went 23 yards.
Referee got some hang time on that flag, too.
That went 23 yards. They both simultaneously hit the ground, so it's going to be a face mask penalty against the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers, and that'll be the 15-yard kind.
Yeah, it's not a good way to start this first possession, an extremely important possession for both teams.
And that will take them into, Western will take them into Carman-Ainsworth territory just across the 50-yard line. They're going to keep going. The referee says, push him back, way back. And that'll get to about the 48-yard line of the Cavaliers. Here comes Stevens again, and he does a nice job, gets a nice block from his offensive lineman. Those fellas have done yeoman's work on that offensive line tonight. Another great gain on first down for Bay City Western.
Beautifully executed counter trap play for Bay City Western. Stevens bangs out another 5 yards.
Mike, remind us how many yards those running backs again had for Bay City Western.
Stevens 116 in the first half and 2 touchdowns, and Bowes with 102 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Nice job by those running backs for Bay City Western. Again, Stevens in the backfield, wide out to the far side, wide out to the near side. Sarnowski calling the signals for the Warriors, going to hand it to Stevens. Why not? I would give it to Stevens. And good defense right there by Carman-Ainsworth. He only gained maybe 2 on the play. 3rd down and about 5 for Bay City Western.
Big number 5, Malachi Maheed, making his presence known on defense for the Cavaliers. That's his 5th tackle of the night already.
Malachi's had a nice game tonight for the Cavaliers.
Yes, he has.
Plays a nice game. Into the game, number 10 for Bay City Western, Cam Bedell. 3rd down and 4 for the Warriors at the Cavalier 43-yard line. Looks like 4-down territory to me. They're going to hand it off to Bedell. He's going to take it off tackle, cut back in on the guard, and he will pick up a 1st down inside the 35-yard line. Stops the clock, moves the chains with 10:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Again, a nice, methodical, steady drive by the Warriors.
Absolutely. The running game has not been stopped yet. Western has 5 possessions and 5 scores. This is their 6th possession, and they're going in the right direction.
Yeah, Cavaliers have not figured out that running game between Bowes and Stevens for the Warriors. Sarnowski calling the plays again. This is Bowes this time, number 3. He gained just probably 1. He maybe didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's call it 2nd down and 10. 9:20 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. We have a timeout on the field. It looks like we're going to have an injury timeout. So that player from Carman-Ainsworth, that looks like number 5. Malachi Majid, boy, they don't want to lose that young man.
That's the leader of the Cavaliers defense, absolutely not. 6 tackles now for Maheed. And you mentioned a little earlier, Mike, about the youth of Bay City Western and the future looking bright. I've been glancing at this roster all night. There's a lot of youth on this Cavaliers team, and more so than Western even. They have all 4 grades playing, freshmen through seniors.
So we'll keep it right here during this little bit of an injury time. I don't think anybody called a timeout. Just want to say congratulations to the King and Queen.
Yeah.
King Owen Tennant, 2025 King for Bay City Western. And the Queen, Maya Jaime, is the Queen. So exciting evening for those 2 young people. Congratulations, and have a great time at the dance tomorrow.
Absolutely, and congratulations to all of the homecoming court for Bay City Western. I remember that was so much fun for parents and kids when our boys were in high school. Congratulations to the Bay City Western homecoming court and family.
There's a lot of fun watching all that during the halftime. There's a late flag on the play. I think we're going to have a personal foul against the Cavalier. Jack Gillis did a nice job running the football there. He got close to a 1st down, but I think this misconduct foul is going to be a dead ball foul after the run, and that's going to give him an extra 15 yards.
Wow.
They're chatting about it, but, you know, I just think it's going to be dead ball, 15 yards against Cavaliers. Maybe not. We'll see. They're still talking about it. So let's see what the confab was. Dead ball foul.
Ouch.
Yep, misconduct penalty again. And that's going to be 15 yards added on to the end of the run from Jack Gillis, and that's going to move them down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, the last thing the Cavaliers defense needs to do is help the Bay City Western offense.
You know, those are the type of things that just, you're doing so well, those things just kind of kill you and just take all the mojo out of your team.
Yeah.
And Bay City Western's got 1st and 10, ball on the 13 in at the quarterback is Dawson Lavender for the Warriors. He's going to roll out to the right. He's going to tuck it in. He's going to go into the end zone for a Bay City Western touchdown, making the score Bay City Western 41, and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. I'll tell you what, nice job again by the quarterback. You saw that hole, that thing.
Yeah.
You and I could have ran through that one.
Not as fast, but I think I could have made it. Yep. Yeah, we also mentioned the Cavaliers' speed earlier in this first half, but you have some speed on this Western Warrior team also.
Knuckle in for the extra point. 8:48 to go here in the third quarter. Place is good. Knuckles got the foot. He puts that all the way out on the track. 8:48 left to go in the third quarter. Bay City Western 42 and Flint Carman-Ainsworth 20. We'll be back in a few right here on BCTV.
You step up to life's challenges. Covenant Healthcare helps you stay one step ahead. As the most preferred health system for orthopedics, we're leading the way with next-generation treatments like robotic-assisted joint replacements, advanced expertise for complex trauma injuries, and a personalized approach to sports medicine. With the largest orthopedic team, we're with you every step of the way. Choose extraordinary. Choose Covenant Healthcare.
Welcome back to the cornfield here at Bay City Western. They're up 42-20. The brain trust of the Bay City Western Warriors right down on the sideline. Head coach Chris Willers. And again, another little squib kick. It was touched by the Cavaliers and picked up by number 3, Larry Bowes. You know, I didn't see him selling popcorn down there at halftime, but he's done everything else tonight for Bay City Western.
That onside kick looked like they've been practicing that since they were in elementary school. That was perfect.
It was perfect. He went off at number 52, Sidney O'Daniel, for the Cavaliers, and Bay City Western is going to be 1st and 10 in Cavalier territory at the 46-yard line. And you know what? They had enough of kicking along with that special team and that kickoff team, Mike, and they're doing a nice job with these squib kicks.
That's problem solving right there.
They're going to move it back a little bit. Said it was recovered at the 49-yard line and not the 46, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Bay City Western with plenty of time here in the third quarter, 8:44.
And again, I know the receivers get a little itchy for passes to come to them, but here we go.
There you go. You called it, Coach Vincent. Coach Vincent with the call. He must have been in the head of Coach Chris Willers. They've only passed 3 or 4 times, making number 5. Well, what a great pass by the quarterback, Lavender. And that looks like number 8 out there. Is that?
And I'm going to
no, number 0, Jack Gillis.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell the truth here. Mike, I just got very, very lucky there. I'm not clairvoyant.
You know what? I'd rather be lucky than bad sometimes.
That's right.
Into the game, number 8, Sarnowski. And they're doing a lot of quarterback changing tonight, so they got a nice combination of quarterbacks out there, too. But a big pass play, making it 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the Cavaliers' 17-yard line.
This is the first time I've had the privilege of seeing Bay City Western. I've been wondering if this tandem quarterback thing is something that's been happening all season, or this is a new facet to their season.
Yeah, both are very good players. So Sarnowski's coming over the sideline to get the play from the offensive coordinator. Got a penalty on the play.
False start on the Warriors.
But only one of the penalties against a great offensive line for Bay City Western tonight. They have been tremendous in opening holes and right here for blocking for Sarnowski for the quarterback for that great pass.
Doing everything they want to do with that offensive line.
1st and 15 for the Warriors at the Cavalier 22-yard line. They're up 42-20. They're going to hand it off to number 10, Jack Gillis. He's going to come around the near sideline. And great defense right there again by Malachi Majid for the Cavaliers. And there's another late penalty flag. Going to be another misconduct penalty. I'm just not quite sure who this is going to be against. Oh, and there's another one. And I think
this is a little sad to see right now. I can feel for these Cavaliers. You know, 0-4 is frustrating. And this is a game that felt like they were in, and just like that, and a couple of finger snaps in this third quarter, and it's getting, the wheels are coming off.
Yeah, the referee, the line judge threw it, then the referee threw it. We'll see. I think it's going to be both against the Cavaliers, and both of them will be dead ball fouls. So we'll see what the referee, they're going to talk about a little bit. I think he may have ejected a player from Carman-Ainsworth. He's going to go over and talk to the head coach of Flint Carman-Ainsworth, and we'll try to figure out what's going on here. But we definitely know it's been a misconduct penalty against Carman-Ainsworth.
Yeah.
See what the referee. Yep. Dead ball foul. Misconduct.
Indication dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct against
No ejection as of yet, I see. There's been no signal for an ejection.
Did not. Oh, here comes another penalty. Dead ball, foul, misconduct, unsportsmanlike conduct. 30 yards of penalties right there.
Wow.
That took him That took him from about the 35. Yeah, from the 35 all the way down to the 5.
This just
First
went
and goal.
From a 2-score game to a 4-score game.
Here comes Bowes cutting off the right side of the right tackle. He's into the end zone. It's another Bay City Western touchdown. Bay City Western 48 and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. 7:06 to go here in the third quarter. But boy, Bowes just went in untouched.
Number 3, Larry Bowes with 4 touchdowns today. 4 touchdowns. We have a quarter and a half to play.
If the golden tablet was here from M Live, Lee Thompson, we might be talking gold helmet winner with the way this young man's been running. Number 7, Brooks Knuckle in to try the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good, and that man has got a foot on him.
Sure does.
Wow, 7:06 to go here in the third quarter. Bay City Western 49, and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. We'll be back in a second right here on Bay County TV.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell, Mike Vincent, and Nick Page. And Mike, we just want to mention they had a special ceremony before the game tonight. One of our good friends that you and I both know, longtime Warrior, voice of the Warriors for basketball and football, Dick Harmon was honored tonight in the pregame ceremony. I know you've known Dick for many years, and both you and him, Hall of Famers, and Dick was just one of those great guys.
He sure was. And one of the things that we noticed when we lost Dick, so many people had so many good personal stories about that guy, and I feel compelled to share one. I didn't know him as well as many others did, but near the beginning of my career, I had a split schedule, partially at Western, partially at Central, and when I was at Western, I shared a room with Dick. I was at the beginning of my career, and he was so generous with his time, with his supplies, anything I needed. He was all about helping me out, making me feel as comfortable as possible. And as I progressed in my career, I noticed that about Dick all the way from the other side of the river. That's how he was with everybody.
Yep.
He spent his entire professional life making people feel good about getting better at things and enjoy themselves while they're doing it. Good guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Malachi Majid, the ball carrier, brought down by the Western defensive back, looked like number 23, Brady LaRue. And I knew Dick because he was the head basketball coach at Western, and then I was the head basketball coach out here at Western for a couple years also. So we kind of had that connection, that fraternity, and Dick and I would talk a lot when we would see at each other games. He also did a lot for Northwood University. He was the voice of Northwood University for a long time too. So he will be sorely missed, and one of the good guys that walked around on this earth, and he will be sorely missed.
See what?
Jenkins is just going to say, no, I want nothing to do with that. He throws it out of bounds. Good pressure by number 34, Aiden Adcock, a junior linebacker for Bay City Western. 49-20 to go here in third quarter for Bay City Western. Big lead. They have really put on an offensive show tonight. They haven't thrown a lot tonight, Mike, but when they did, they were right on. But with Bowles and number 22, Jason Stevens.
Yeah.
That is just a two-headed monster that cannot be beat.
Well, as the old Big Ten coaches used to say, when you throw a pass, 3 things can happen and 2 of them are bad. And
yeah. I think that was Woody Hayes and Bo Schembechler,
right.
if I'm not mistaken.
And if you have running backs that scored 6 touchdowns in the first half, you'd
yeah, you keep riding that pony.
That's right.
Jenkins going to roll out. A little option play right there. Nice job by the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
It was.
Keep the clock running. And Jenkins, I like that player. He's a really, really good player. And Malachi Majid is also a nice player for the Cavaliers.
Yes, again, a lot of speed in that Cavalier team. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of juniors. This will be interesting to see how these guys develop over the next couple of years.
Keep an eye on that basketball team. As I said in the pregame, if I'm not mistaken, they went to the state finals last year at the Breslin Center. Didn't win that game, but they had some athletes. I saw them play at Bay City Central back in the winter.
Yep.
4th down and 7 for the Cavaliers. They're going to go for it from the 47-yard line. Jenkins, another nice catch by number 5, Majid, and he'll take it for a 1st down. That'll keep the clock. He'll stop the clock and move the chains. But not only is he a good runner, he's really good catching the football out of the backfield.
Races down to the Warrior, looks like the 36-yard line, and here we have the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers driving again.
5:33 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're at the cornfield from Bay City Western, homecoming night. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 39-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Majid again. And he gets a nice gain. And he'll take him inside the 35 all the way down to about the 33-yard line.
Looks like it'll be marked about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. Good 2nd down yardage for the Cavaliers.
Second gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for Carman-Ainsworth at the 33-yard line. Nice drive right here by the Cavaliers into Western territory. Trips to the right, wide out to the far side of the field. Jenkins, he can run it and he can throw it. He's a southpaw, so he's got a nice array of talent about him. Snaps come to Jenkins, a little bubble screen. It goes to number 11, Trent Weston, and no gain on the play. Boy, the Western Warriors really sniffed that one out.
Yes, it did. Well covered. That's, again, number 0, Jack Gillis, turning into a fine defensive back for the Warriors. Uncontained for Western.
Called Jack Gillis' name quite a bit on both sides of the football.
Absolutely.
He's had a really good game for the Warriors. This has been an overall, when you look at this Western team, overall it's been a really good team effort by Bay City Western tonight.
Yep. Complimentary football.
That's the new phrase of the day. If Dan Campbell can use it, so can Mike Vincent.
That's right. Can you tell I have a little Cleveland Browns Lions thing going on? Yeah.
Ball carrying number 14, that is Santavion Dones, and he'll be stopped, but there's no gain on the play. In fact, he lost a couple yards, did not get the 1st down, so it'll be turned over on downs to Bay City Western. 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 35-yard line.
And you can just sort of feel the Western Warriors slowly put the clamps down on this game.
They have been impressive tonight. This is now they're going to call it 4th down. Now it's 4th down and 6. They had 4th down on the down marker over across the way, so now it's 4th down and 6 from the 35-yard line. Excuse us. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one also. Timeout, Bay City Western. Bay City Western 49, Carman-Ainsworth 20. We'll be back in a little bit right here on BCTV.
So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Coquitlam or give us a call at 989-684-9607.
Welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdella, Hall of Fame announcer Mike Vincent to my right, helping me out tonight. Jeff Doan doing a boat race somewhere in the United States of America. 4th down and 6 for the Cavaliers. Ball on the 35. Jenkins rolls out, almost intercepted, and it'll be turned over on downs. The ball will go to the Warriors. And boy, I'll tell you what, almost an interception, and almost Jeff, second time I did that. Mike, glad he didn't intercept it, because he would lost about 10 or 12 yards. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Warriors at their own 35-yard line.
I wanted to mention the quarterback for the Cavaliers, Marshall Jenkins, just a sophomore. He has some growing to do, but he has some talent.
Yes.
And he has some poise back there.
Yep, they do have some talent on that team. They have been very impressive tonight, but Bay City Western has really done a nice job offensively running the football against this tough defense of Carman-Ainsworth. Yeah. Split out to the near side. They're going to get the ball to Stevens. He's going to come around the near sideline.
Beautiful.
Nice tackle right there. That looks like number 2, Keith Perry for the Cavaliers.
I think that is number 6, Mario Harris Jr. with the fine open field tackle.
All right.
3-yard pickup for Stevens. 2nd and 7 for the Warriors.
Mario. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Just under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Mario Harris has had a nice game tonight for the Cavaliers.
Again, just a junior. He'll be back next year with about 3/4 of this team, actually.
I think you're right. I think you're right. You got double split here to the near sidelines. That's number 4, Dawson Lavender. He's going to take it on the keeper. He cuts around the right end, goes upfield for a nice gain. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 for Bay City Western at about the 42-yard line of the Warriors. And coming over to get the play, number 4, senior quarterback Dawson Lavender. And Bryce Sarnowski, Mike, he's only a junior, so you've got a senior-junior combination right here for the Warriors.
Yeah. An interesting future for them.
3rd down and 3 from the 42. We've got 1:39 to go here in the third quarter. Tight formation, I should say. They're going to give it to Steven. He cuts outside. We got a flag back from the referee, and unfortunately, I think when you see it come from the referee, you know what it's going to be.
That's right. That is the early indication. 10-yard spot foul will pin the Warriors back, and the Cavaliers have a better than decent shot of stopping their first drive of the night, actually.
Boy, Stevens with that good feet, the good feet and the great vision, cut it up. But unfortunately, there'll be a hold against the Warriors, and that'll take them back to about the 37-yard line. So we'll call it 3rd down and 13 to go. 32-yard line, 3rd and 13 for the Warriors. And the clock is ticking with 1:15 to go.
And if you just scrolled up to this point of the game, it has been a lightning second half for the Bay City Western Warriors. We had a 2-score game going into the third quarter, and it is now a 4-score game.
Stevens, again, the ball carrier for the Bay City Western Warriors. 4th down and 9. He picked up about 4 on the play right there. 45 ticks to go and counting here in the third quarter. Quickly played, brisk third quarter.
Yes, it was.
Wow, compared to that second quarter we had, this thing just buzzed by.
Number 7, Brooks Knuckle, is also the punter. Gets to stretch the punting leg out for the first time tonight.
I know he can kick the football off the tee. Let's see what kind of punter he is. Well, that's a nice looking punt. High, wobbly kick. It's going to get a Western roll, and they're going to let that roll down all the way inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
42-yard punt for Knuckle.
That's not a bad average right there.
Been noticing those extra points he's been kicking tonight because from about 40 yards, I think.
Those kids that are catching that football and those extra points are out on the track. He's got a nice foot on him and a nice leg. It's always a nice weapon when you have a young man or a young lady that can kick a football or soccer ball like that and put you in good position.
It absolutely is, yeah.
So
I told you earlier, they were making that rivalry documentary, really nice documentary done by M Live, and I believe that was him last year that kicked that 42-yarder against Bay City Central at the end of the first half.
I remember. I do remember. 1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 28. Jenkins, the quarterback, late substitution, number 4. Benjamin Skinner into the game. Jenkins barking out the signals for the Cavaliers. He's going to hand it off to the back, and that's number 5, Malachi Majid. And they'll let the clock run out. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's the Bay City Western Warriors 49 and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. Stick around for the 4th quarter. We'll be right back on Bay County TV.
Are you ready to gear up and stand out? Look no further than Sandlot, your local source for team uniforms, sports spiritwear, and more. Gear up with confidence. We've got your team covered from head to toe, ensuring you stand out on and off the field. And that's not all. Unleash your team spirit with custom spiritwear that roars success. Wait, it gets better. Introducing our free fundraising online stores. Effortlessly raise funds for your team while showing your pride. Customize your fundraising to reach your team goals. Get started online at sandlotsports301.com or at any one of our 3 convenient Great Lakes Bay locations. Sandlot, where quality, community, and apparel collide. Your team, our passion.
Welcome back to Bay County, and we're looking down on the field right now, Mr. Vincent. We see an old familiar face, Jeff the Wolfman Thompson.
I guess we call him Jeff the Warrior Thompson.
Yeah,
now,
right.
Yeah.
He spent a lot of time on the Wolves sidelines, and he is.
Jeff was a mainstay at Bay City Central High School, known and loved by so
everybody.
Many. And I am just floored to see this guy dressed in brown and gold. It's amazing to me.
He's got the Warrior colors on and loving every minute of it. Great kid. Always fun to talk to. Love hanging out with Jeff.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 10 to go for the Cavaliers at the Cavalier 28-yard line. Jenkins with the pass to the far sidelines. Looks like it was intended for number 10, Juan Rawls. No, I'm sorry, number 16, Samir Randolph. Incomplete, stops the clock. 3rd down and 10 for the Cavaliers.
And just to add on to that, I mentioned the rivalry, that great documentary by M Live. Jeff Thompson is a very prominent part of that documentary too, and it's just wonderful.
I got to watch that.
Yeah.
I got to watch that. That's on...
available on Amazon.
Amazon, okay. Yeah. 3rd down and 10 for the Cavaliers. Ball at their own 28-yard line. Jenkins going to come to the near sideline on a little sprint pass. He's looking over to the near side. Intercepted by Bay City Western. And that is number 2, Braden Hitz. That is interception number 2 for the Warriors. And Braden did a nice job coming inside there and taking that ball away from Jenkins.
That is literally picture-perfect defensive back play.
He really did a nice job. You could see him coming across the field, and he just stepped right in front of the receiver, and the Warriors are going to have great field position. 1st and 10 for Bay City Western at the Cavalier 34-yard line.
And I tell you, that is a real problem now for the Flint Cavaliers defense, who's had a hard time stopping Bay City Western. They just got their first stop on the last drive, and the offense gave it right back to them.
Twins to the far side of the field. Lavender, the quarterback, in motion is Gillis, and Lavender's going to keep. He's going to go up the middle. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's at the 4. Touchdown, Bay City Western. Dawson Lavender says if Jenkins or if
it's time for me to score.
Bowles can do it, and Stevens can do it. I can do it too. Dawson Lavender, he took it 34 yards for a Bay City Western touchdown, making the score 54 for the Warriors, 20 for the Cavaliers. Excuse me with that tongue tie. I just got a little bit excited.
I'm making you talk too much, Mike. I'm thinking ahead. I got this rivalry thing in my head, so I'm thinking ahead a few weeks down the road. Western's going to be at Central this year.
Yep.
They do have one common opponent so far, and it is these Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. Central knocked them off 41-19 in the first week of the season. Warriors are putting up a comparable score and adding a few more points to the mix. Of course, at the end of the season, Central versus Western really does fit into that cliche. You got to take all the records, throw the records out the window. It's not a joke. It's not a cliche. This is real in this town. These two teams are not afraid of each other, and they're never afraid of each other. So both of them find gears. So it could be a very interesting game down the road.
It has been a very good rivalry over the years, ever since they started playing when Western opened in 1973, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
So with 11:41, the score is Bay City Western 56 and Carman-Ainsworth 20, and that's 35 points. So after this kick, we should have a running clock.
Yeah, 36 points differential right now.
And Jeff, don't always test me. Only time the clock stops.
It's timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores.
He taught you well, too.
Yeah, that's right.
If he can get us to remember that stuff, he's doing something right.
When he was still refereeing, he used to give me a laminated sheet before the game.
Jeff has been refereeing a long time, so we will have a running clock. It's at 35. Super clock's at 50. Knuckle with the squib kick again. And that'll be out of bounds. And so I think, if I remember correctly, that didn't make the 35-yard line, so that will be a 5-yard penalty.
From where it goes out of bounds.
From where it goes out of bounds.
Looked to me, it went out of bounds about the 42-yard line, so the Cavaliers should probably start at their 47.
Let's see where they're going to spot the football. The clock is still not running.
Well, it is a penalty, so
that's true. Yep, thank you. Yep, you're right. Time on injury, that's the P in tips, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Jeff would have been laughing at me. Into the game for the Warriors, number 78, Brody Peters, the big fella, the senior.
Now, you did some refereeing too, didn't you, Mike?
I did not. Actually, I did not. Just coached football and basketball twice at Western, twice at Central. All Saints, I was there twice, and I did 2 years at Delta College.
Wow.
Yep. So
you toured the whole Tri-City area.
Yeah. I was Great Lakes Bay region. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of great mentors
I can see
also.
That. Yep.
1st and 10 for the Cavaliers at the 45-yard line. Jenkins still the quarterback. Out to the near side is Malachi Majid for the Cavaliers. Jenkins going to go back to look the pass. He's a southpaw. He's going to try to cut it up.
Look out.
Finally gets it out there. He floated it out there. Nice open field tackle on the far side of the field.
Yep, that is number 28 for Bay City Western, Alex Davenport. Terrific open field tackle.
Really nice tackle. With this big lead, Coach Willards is going to get some players into the game. And Davenport, he got some time on some special teams, but did a nice job there. Nice gain on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Cavaliers.
Ball spotted right at midfield.
Been a beautiful night weather-wise for football. Great homecoming crowd. Trips to the near side. Doubles to the wide side. And here we go with the running back. A late flag coming in. Oh, nice tackle. He's still on his feet. That looks like number 24. He's still on his feet, Caleb Callahan. He's going to take it down the far sideline. We don't forget we got a penalty on the play, and Callahan's going to be finally knocked out of bounds at about the 16, 15-yard line. But that flag came a long way from the line judge.
First of all, that's Callahan. That's the same guy that had that impressive kickoff return to begin the game. Holding against the Cavaliers, which is not surprising. Generally speaking, when you see a running back changing directions, it's difficult for a lineman to not hold and keep the block, so there is that. But
well, when you look at him, he ran north and south about 2 yards, but he ran east and west about 30.
And again, I keep saying this. That's a sophomore out there, making moves like that.
Yeah, this is a young football team, but getting a lot of varsity experience, and they're going to move it back 10 yards, and that will be all the way back to the 40-yard line. Boy, that hurt. And, you know, I looked down at my paper to see who was running the football, and he was still on his feet running down the far sidelines. Good effort by that young man. Too bad it had to be brought back with the whole 2nd down and 15 for the Cavaliers from their own 40-yard line. Jenkins will get the snap. He's going to look out to the bubble screen out there, the number 5 Majid, and he'll take it up close to the original line of scrimmage. But again, good coverage downfield by the defensive backs of Bay City Western.
Excellent contain work by the Western secondary. Absolutely.
Nice job by the Warriors tonight, Mike. They bring a lot of hats to the football. Defense has really played a strong football game tonight against a pretty talented running team. There's timeout in the field for the Cavaliers. We'll take one also. Bay City Western 56, Cavaliers 20. We'll be back in a second right here on Bay County TV.
Here is where the next generation is born. But we're also the birthplace of innovation, advanced treatments, second chances, and hope. At Covenant Healthcare, we're the most preferred health system because of the trust we have built across generations. And our leadership continues with the next generation. Choose extraordinary. Choose Covenant Healthcare.
Back here on Bay County TV, it's the Bay City Western Warriors up big over the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers, 56-20. Here in the fourth quarter, 9:38 to go. We have the running clock. Western up by 35 or more. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Cavaliers at their own 45-yard line.
Cavaliers again trying to find that offense. We're seeing shades of it, but it's kind of a one step forward, one step back type thing tonight for them.
Jenkins passes incomplete out here to number 11. That's Trent Weston. He's had a nice game for the Cavaliers. In on the coverage, number 32 for the Warriors, Dylan Grigorchuk. And that little 4th down, and with the running clock, we'll be at under 9 minutes when they snap the football. 4th down territory for the Cavaliers.
Weston, the receiver for the Cavaliers, is yet another sophomore.
Man, they are.
Could be a very interesting team in 2027.
Not quite sure we want anything to do with them next year.
Yep.
Cavaliers will go for it. They got to go to the 45, just outside the 45-yard line of the Warriors. Jenkins going to look back. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's got a nice spiral on it. Almost intercepted over on the far sideline. Zay Hardwick, junior defensive back, almost had it. Incomplete pass. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Bay City Western.
Once again, that was, I don't know if he meant to or not, but it was a wise move to not make that interception. He would have lost 5, 10, 15, 20 yards on that. Western takes the ball at the Cavaliers' 45-yard line.
The clock continues to run here into the game. The other quarterback for Bay City Western, Bryce Sarnowski, junior quarterback, also a defensive back. And here come the Warriors.
Warriors having scored 8 touchdowns in 9 possessions so far tonight with 7:40 to go in this game. Yes.
That's impressive. Looks like we might have a different running back in there. Looks like it's number 25, Leo Davis. Leo's going to get some love tonight as a sophomore.
Yeah, another sophomore on the field.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Bay City Western at the Cavalier 44-yard line. Next week, Mike, Bay County TV will be traveling up to Pinconning.
Oh, terrific.
The Harrison Hornets and the Pinconning area Spartans are going to hook up in the Jack Pine Conference tilt, and we'll be looking forward to that game. First time we get to see the Spartans this year.
I had the pleasure of working a game with Jeff, and Coach Walter Mulligan's got
Good
some
guy.
fun things going on there at Pinconning.
Doing a great job. That's
oh,
number
look
8.
out. Huge hole.
That's Bryson Sarnowski. He is going to get on the quarterback keeper. He is going to take it all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, that looked like the Red Sea. That just part of that line of scrimmage just parted way open. And he ran it all the way down to about the 6 or 7 yard line of the Cavaliers. And I think the Cavaliers were a little bit surprised about Sarnowski's got that good speed.
Yeah, yep. And I have literally never seen a hole that big blown open by an offensive line like that. Wow.
Into the game, number 25, staying in the game, Leo Davis, the sophomore running back. Sarnowski is still the quarterback. First and goal to goal.
A
bad snap. Nice job by Sarnowski just to jump on the ball. So that's going to move him back to about the 11-yard line. Yeah, we'll take it out to the 14. It'll be second down and goal for the Cavaliers at the Western Warriors 14-yard line. 15-yard line officially on the clock.
And the clock is burning fast in this fourth quarter. Just about a little over 5 minutes to go. And I'd like to be a fly on the wall next week for the meetings with the Western staff and with the Western players. What Coach Willards is going to have to say about this. It was a fun game up here. It was a fun game to watch up here, but looked like the Warriors have some things to work on, particularly on special teams.
Well, and again, they've, I've always told everybody, I always had a rule, you had 12 hours, win or lose, you had 12 hours to celebrate or 12 hours to think about it. And as soon as those 12 hours are up, we get thinking about our next opponent.
Right.
And not quite sure who that's going to be.
Yeah, I got that for you.
Okay.
Bay City Western has Mount Pleasant next week, so that's going to be a tough challenge.
Yep.
Mount Pleasant is ranked number 3 in Division 3 this year.
Boy, the Oilers are always good.
Yeah.
Sarnowski hands off. That looks like Davis, number 25, the sophomore. Oh, he gets awful close. He gets down to about the 2-yard line for the Warriors. It's going to be 4th down and goal to goal for Bay City Western. And, yeah, you said Carman-Ainsworth has to go to Heritage.
Yep. And then state Rick Davison in 2 weeks. So it doesn't get any easier. It rarely does in the Saginaw Valley.
No, and this was a good, hard-hitting football game also.
Yes, it was.
Kids played hard. Both teams gave a good show tonight. Davis is going to be the ball carrier in there. Carman-Ainsworth, great penetration at the point of attack. He will not get into the end zone. It'll be turned over on downs with 3:50 and counting to go here in the football game. But again, nice job. A young running back in there getting some varsity competition at the Valley level. Yeah. That is definitely a plus for Coach Willards and his squad.
Yeah, new rule went into effect about 3 years ago in Michigan. Underclassmen are allowed to play 5 quarters a week.
Right.
So they can play an entire JV or freshman game and then get bumped up and see some action if the opportunity presents itself on varsity.
Not a bad rule. We saw that a few weeks ago. I think we saw it last week with some of the running backs from Central were moved up for a quarter. Mm-hmm. So, get those kids some experience, get them playing, and get them used to varsity competition.
Absolutely. I did want to mention the tackle made in that play. Big number 52, Sidney O'Daniel, goes 6'4", 310.
He's a big fella.
Yeah.
How'd you like that grocery bill every week?
Holy cow, yeah.
Quarterback sneak from Majid. He's going to come to the near sideline. He's at the 20, up to the 25-yard line. Finally knocked out of bounds. Nope, excuse me. That's number 9, Zantuan Blocker. He's had a really good game tonight.
Yes, he has. Number 9, Antoine Blocker, one of the few seniors on the Cavaliers team this year.
Knocked out of bounds at the 25, but that'll keep the clock running due to the 36-point spread for the Warriors over the Cavaliers. Congratulations to the Cavaliers. I want to say the Warriors on this win tonight. Big thanks to the athletic staff, maintenance staff, and Principal Judy Cox out here at Western for their hospitality, as always, treating us very well.
Yep. Wonderful experience in the cornfield.
Yep. Zantuan Blocker took the direct snap, and he is finally going to be knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. Got a penalty flag. That'll stop the clock with $1:51 to go in the football game. I think we're going to get a late hit.
It looked like that to me, too. Just a little bit too far out of bounds for that hit.
Yep.
Mentioned look ahead to next week and beyond. Western next week has Mount Pleasant. Of course, that's going to be an ultimate challenge. Week after that, Traverse City Central, also a very solid team. And 3 weeks from now, Traverse City West. They have Traverse City West. So those 3 games and then Bay City Central.
Yep, that'll be on October 24th. So Bay County TV, as always, will be at that game for the Fireman's Trumpet Trophy.
Terrific. I always love that game.
That is a great game. We love being next door to you, too.
All right.
Minute 30 to go here in the football game. Carman-Ainsworth 1st and 10 at the Western 41-yard line. Jenkins going to roll out. He's going to try to hand it off to number 11, Trent Weston. He dropped the ball, and it was recovered by the big fella.
Number 79, Robert Smith, digs for the loose ball.
Another junior on this Bay City Western squad, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors, and if I would be mistaken, I think you're going to see victory formation.
I think you're right. Just under a minute to go. Wanted to mention, of course, Western, and we mentioned this in the pregame, that they are very much in playoff contention right now. They're about to go 3-2, so it's all about getting that 6th win before you run out of time.
Yeah, and they've got Mount Pleasant here at the cornfield, so that's always home field advantage for Bay City Western, which will be nice. So, yeah, they'll go to 3-2. Carman-Ainsworth will go to 0-5 in their schedule for this year, and this will definitely be the last play of the game. All they have to do is hike it and take a knee, and Sarnowski will just they're not even going to have to snap the football. They're just going to wait for the clock to run out. The White Hats just coming up and having a nice conversation with the fellas. And here we go. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the football game with the final score. The Bay City Western Warriors 56 and the Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers 20. We will come back with the post-game show sponsored by Village Towing and Action Towing right here on Bay County TV.
So your car is getting towed and you're not sure where to take it? Try Village Towing and Auto Repair. Our expert mechanics are here to help assist you with all your repair needs. We have over 30 years of experience with motor vehicles, so you know you're getting the best work that you can find. Stop by the shop at 2377 South Huron Road in Cuckolin, or give us a call at 989-684-9607.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome back to BCTV. It's the Village and Action Towing post-game show. And Mr. Vincent, it was an impressive showing tonight by the Bay City Western Warriors.
Yes, it was. And, about 2 hours ago, we said Bay City Western was the prohibitive favorite, so we landed where we were supposed to, but it was an interesting journey along the way and also an impressive performance for the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers.
I thought the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers did a really nice job special team-wise in the first half, kept them in this ball game, and with those long runs. And I really was impressed with their speed and the way they handled that special team, especially that kick receiving team.
Yeah, number 24, Callahan, what a game tonight. First 2 returns, 1 touchdown and 1 very nearly a touchdown, 152 yards on 2 returns for that kid.
Well, and after that all happened, Coach Willard said to his kickoff team, says, we're just going to squib this thing, and we're not going to give those Cavaliers a chance to have those long runs anymore. So I think at that point, doing that, they got a couple fumbles. I think that was really a big part in the planning for Coach Willards there in the second half.
And I would say, as far as football knowledge, I am not in Coach Willard's league, but I could have made that call.
Yeah, that was a great call by them. They never really had an opportunity to get unleashed again. But the Bay City Western Warriors, their running game tonight, that two-headed monster, Stevens and number 3, Larry Bowes, I tell you what, that was impressive. They had a whole bunch of yards for Bay City Western.
Jason Stevens, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns for the Warriors tonight. Larry Bowes, 119 yards and 4 touchdowns for the Warriors.
Well,
that's not a bad running game.
That's a really good running game. If you can do that consistently, and you know what, you got to give some love to that offensive line. They opened up some humongous holes for those 2 great running backs to run through. So, and they're probably going to have to take the offensive line out to McDonald's for a couple quarter pounders and cheese and some vanilla shakes.
That sounds like some team building ahead for the Bay City Western Warriors.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, these guys are on film, and the teams ahead of them are taking note at that offensive line. Absolutely.
I certainly would, too. Then they had the double-headed quarterback there. Sarnowski and Lavender did a nice job running the team. Sometimes you don't get that good continuity when you're bringing in quarterbacks, different quarterbacks all the time. But I thought Western handled that really well. This is our first time seeing them, so we're not quite sure if that's what they do the first 4 games. But when we watched that, we thought it was pretty effective.
Yeah. When it works, it is extremely hard to prepare for them. When it doesn't work, as you said, they have continuity problems, and it looks like the Western Warriors have it working.
Yeah, they did a nice job with that. One's a senior, one's a junior, so it was a big win for Bay City Western. That puts them to 3-2 on the year, and as you have said earlier during the broadcast, with that win, they're still in the playoff hunt. So,
absolutely.
In the Valley, crazy things do happen. So they got a tough one next week, so we'll see what they can do. But what I saw from Bay City Western tonight was really impressive.
Absolutely. 3-2 halfway through the season and well within the playoff hunt. It'll be interesting to see what the second half looks like.
So it was a big homecoming win tonight for Bay City Western. They had a lot of fun. They had a great crowd. The kids had a lot of fun. We got the King and Queen named. Everybody had a good time. The dances tomorrow night. Tell all those kids to have a safe weekend. But Mr. Vincent, as always, thanks for stepping up.
Mike, thank you.
It's my pleasure to work with you. And that's the post-game wrap-up, the Village in Action Towing post-game with the final score, Bay City Western 56 and the Flint Carman-Ainsworth Cavaliers. We'll see you next week from Pinconning.